Yo, what is going on, everybody, ladies and gentlemen? Hopefully, you guys are having a phenomenal morning so far. It is 7:40 a.m. This is part of my new routine, so we're gonna be doing this every Tuesday from now on going forward. This will be the way to go. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna start knocking this out. Um, so for those of you on YouTube who are new to my stream, please make sure you give me a like and a follow. Please give this stream a like so that YouTube knows that I'm awesome and you guys like watching it. So we're just gonna adjust our camera here a little bit. We're just gonna do some warm up doodles and kind of go from there. You guys get to see a little bit of my process and all sorts of other stuff. We're gonna talk about Nickel City coming up this weekend. That's here in Buffalo, New York. Anything else you guys want to talk about? I'm gonna talk about some of the stuff that I got going on for the Kickstarter, some hurdles that I ran over, ran through, and what's going on with that. And yeah, we're just gonna have a good morning, a great morning. I would hope so. So yeah, well, without further ado, let's get into this, guys. Gotta have coffee in the morning. Gotta have coffee. It's warms the soul. You know what I mean? Let's see. I want to warm up with a little bit of. I don't guess. What do I want to warm up with? Maybe some dead poop. Two dead poops. I have a dead poop blank next to me. Pull up a character prep. I've drawn this dude so many times, I probably don't even need it. Uh, Alright, let's just start doing some doodles here. Let me know if it's too not far enough. I usually have this set up to do sketch cards, which I think we will do at some point. So look forward to that. So we're just gonna off different. Doing some quick doodles. Where here would go. just, I mean, really, it's just a warm. Highlights. So once we get some people popping in here, we'll start chitty chatting about some stuff about Nickel City and all this other stuff that's got going on. Most people I know are probably getting getting ready for work or heading into work. If you guys cannot hear me, let me know. And if you're hanging out, say hello, say what's up. We'll go, we'll chitty chat. I guess I'll talk about some of the adjustments I'm making, right? So, um, for those of you who don't follow me on social media, at least my personal profile, because I don't think I made any kind of announcements on my not so personal profile. For those of you who don't know, this is gonna be part of my new schedule. So what I'm gonna be doing is waking up early from now on. I've always been a late night person, which has impacted my health pretty negatively, unfortunately. And thankfully, I don't think it's to the point where like all is lost, but definitely to the point where I'm beginning to have issues where I might not be able to come back from if I don't continue, if I don't make some adjustments. So my new concentration is on my health and my sleep. Because there is such a thing as grinding too hard. I've been doing this for many years at this point, and the problem is I've been begin running into is like, so I've been pre-diabetic. I've known this for a little while, and I haven't made enough adjustments in my life for for that to like not be the case. And I think I'm pretty close. I would say I'm pretty close to being above that threshold of from pre-diabetic to diabetic. Um, I guess so. The doctor, I should say, doctor told me I was pre-diabetic. If that makes sense. I was like pretty close to where they would consider me pre-diabetic. And yeah, there's a lot of things that go into that, and I've kind of been a little afraid to do any further blood work. Um, but so yeah, so I was at that threshold, and I wasn't. I thought I was pretending to do things that was gonna get me out of that, and it just not the case. Not the case. I was just not taking care of myself properly. I know a lot of you guys are like, we didn't come here to hear about you complain about your health. Um, you are right. You are right. But this all kind of ties into what I'm about to talk about here in a minute. About why I'm adjusting my schedule and why I recommend a lot of people check their schedule too. especially if you're an artist, especially if you're, in your 30s and you're like not feeling all that great, check your schedule. Um, because it could be you need to change. Um. Anyway, so where was I? Where I threw my own self off on my own tangent. Um. I really this is a sketch pad. I really don't like paper. It's not great for my drafting pencils. But I don't really know where my mechanical pencils are at this very moment. So, we're going with this. What do we got? Um, anyways, so yes, I've been adjusting my schedule because of that, because of the health problems, and I'm gonna see how it goes. I guess this is all I can do is just see how it goes. So the goal is I'm going to bed early. I used to, for the record, I used to go to bed. So for the longest time, I was hanging out with my friends on Discord super late at night. And they live on the west side, and guys, for those of you who I still wish I want to hang out with, I'm sorry, but I gotta do things for myself. I gotta make sure that my health comes first, because otherwise I'm not gonna be around in 10, 15 years to make sure that I'm around. You know what I mean? My legacy can continue. Um. So um. Yes, I was hanging out with friends on Discord, and I was staying up till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then waking my butt up at like 8, which in retrospect, is still a decent amount of sleep, but the sleep schedule itself does actually matter. Um, it wasn't high quality sleep. I'll say that. It wasn't high quality sleep. I was I was waking up miserable. I was going to bed miserable. Just it wasn't great health wise. So that's kind of what prompted this. Um. Anyways, so where am I springboarding off of that? Sorry, guys. I know I'm speaking like this is not. This is one of those things. Hopefully, you guys will watch this and feel like this is not pre-recorded. This is not fake life. Yeah, maybe I'm not the best speaker in the world either. Um, but I'm speaking from the heart, and these are the struggles that we face as artists, and people want to just replace us with AI baloney. It's but we love what we do. That's the problem. We really sometimes I'm not sure if it's all worth it, but I have a hard time with some of the life things that I do, like my job and stuff. I like my job. I like a lot of that, but um, like I like the job because of the flexibility it provides, not for any other reason. I miss working with people, um, and that doesn't happen anymore. I don't work with people. I work on my own, and I you know do tasks. And again, I like flexibility. It's not I'm not trying to lose my job here, but yeah. So, anyways, um, where was I? What was I got lost in my own thoughts. Sorry. Sometimes this is the toughest part, is talking and drawing at the same time. Like scratchy. sort of lost where my train of thought was, but I would like to be an actual full-time artist someday. That is the goal. But so this is I'm gonna try and stick to a every Tuesday schedule from now going forward. Because well, why not? Why not stream? I'm by myself, hanging out, and people can watch this later if they want to. Maybe I'll do some educational content. Maybe I'll do some more. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Nickel City, and we're gonna talk about all sorts of other stuff, everything I got going on with my Kickstarter and all that jazz. And I have so much coming, guys, so much coming. That's not even funny. So that's part of the reason I needed to get like my stuff together, was for that reason. I'm not gonna be able to do everything I want to do on my own if I'm not waking up at the booty crack of dawn and drawing and grinding and doing everything I need to do. So, without further ado, let me explain my new schedule, and then we can kind of move on from there. Let's see. Oh, I'm rambling. People don't like to ramble. So my new schedule. Let's be quick and be dirty. My new schedule is pretty easy. Maybe I kind of am repeating myself at this point, but new schedule is go to bed at 10, wake up. Oh, this is why we're warming up, guys. Next, coming up. What was I saying? Yep. So go to bed at 10, wake up about 5, 6 at the latest, depending on if I need extra sleep. After that, make some coffee, then begin drawing. And every Tuesday, I plan on streaming every Tuesday morning. If you guys are up this early, sweet. Tune in, say hello. Even if you're just getting ready, you're looking for something to listen to for the morning. I will be your voice of reason, and I can even talk like this if you want me to.
Let's see. I will talk like this in a very ominous voice. I will talk ominous if you would like.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hopefully I could be your morning inspiration for the day, or you could just tune in to listen to me blab, whatever, whatever works for you. But yeah, every Tuesday morning, 7:30 Eastern time will be the new schedule for this, and then don't forget to check out Steve Messenger Steam. It's stream. I got it linked down below in the description. Um, I join him every Wednesday to talk about shows and all sort of stuff. And so today I'm going to talk about what goes into comic show prepping. That'll be fun. Once I get these silly subjects out of the way, which pretty much am done at this point. Yeah, so Nickel City here is local here at the Buffalo Convention Center. That's Buffalo, New York. For those of you who are curious, um, Center. And hopefully I'm not missing any chats. But who knows? The chat window never really works properly. So yeah, it's Buffalo, New York, local here. That is probably my only like truly local show. Everything else is a little bit of a drive, maybe an hour or so away. Got like some shows in Rochester, got some shows kind of all over the place. Um, uh, but it's crazy, man. I've been prepping for this show for a little while now. The problem I run into is kind of going back to the issues I've been having with my health and stuff like that. Is I just not been feeling great, and just have more issues than I can count. More issues than Time Magazine, I swear. Do I have a laugh track for that? I don't. Maybe I probably. There it is. I'll get better with the laugh track. But yeah. So I just not been feeling great, and um, now I feel like I'm doing a little bit better, working out and exercising, and kind of getting my life together a little bit more. Um, that I started prepping this last like week or two. So downside is I'm so late that I don't have time to order prints. So thankfully for me, I have a printer that I can print my own stuff, which is great. Um, when I'm in a bind, and the best part about that is the show's local, so I have to come home anyways. If I have to print more, I can print more. Um, so I gotta print probably about 10 or 15 more 10 or 15 more prints of my new Black Canary Green Arrow piece I just finished, which is the kind of the thumbnail on my thing. I have I'm actually super excited. I didn't even so I preemptively finished it, but I made an alien piece specifically kind of for this show because there's a few of the actors from the original Alien coming, the Alien movie coming, and yeah, I'm just very excited to go. I always like the show, and so like this year, it's pretty cool. I don't have the layout ready to pull up, but this year I am in Artist Alley. Like so there's Artist Alley, and then there's like Artist Alley where there's like the guest artists are coming. I am by the guest artists. So I'm kind of really excited. I'm literally like I'm in the exact same aisleway as James O'Barr. So that's exciting. Now this could help me. This could hurt me. We'll see. We'll see. But I guess I get the opportunity to talk to some pretty cool artists, which is exciting. Some industry like talent. Mm, I just wish I had an updated portfolio at this point. I mean, I'm not like leagues ahead of where I was, but I am better than where I was. So that's kind of the tough part. Is like I got to talk to them and show them some of the panels and interior work that I've done already. Kind of will suck because of well, I don't have anything super new, and the stuff that I do have is outdated as far as my talent level. Um, so that stinks. Um, but I am working on a couple projects that I'm hoping that I can use in portfolios in the future, right? So we will see. We will see what happens. I mean, talk to these guys, show them some of my work, and go from there. Yeah, we'll get my sword in the back. Not very dynamic. It's not even. This is just really just a dude. We're just warming up, guys. We're just warming up. We're getting started. You know, just getting started. Yeah, that works. Just a doodle. Again, just a doodle. We're just having fun. Just working out, warming up, doing some inking, doing some penciling, getting ourselves loosened up for doing some like sketch cards and stuff. Um, so, anyways, we'll continue on with Nickel City. I don't want to get too far off track. I have ADHD brain. I tell you. I've never been diagnosed with ADHD. I definitely have. And I think the chances are pretty high that I do because my brother has it. I even think my sister has it. She might have like a light case of it. Um, just so scattered brain. I think that helps and hurts me. It helps me sometimes because um, can kind of well, not well, but I can do more than one thing at a time. Kind of concentrate on more than one thing at a time. Problem is the other thing I was concentrating on, I usually lose out on remembering to do it. So anyways, back to Nickel City. I am very excited for Nickel City. So I got prints to print. I got my metal prints in. Hopefully, I didn't actually go through my inventory to order what I needed to. So hopefully I got everything I needed. If I had ordered more stuff, I would not have been able to pay for it. We're a little bit not in the most amazing situation right now financially, which is unfortunate. So buying supplies is not easy right now. As I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, like the economy sucks, still sucks. I don't want to get into that right now. Maybe we will talk about it on a future podcast, like my point of view and stuff. Right now, I'm kind of I'm I'm neutral as far as talking about politics because I don't want to get in trouble. And it's not that I don't want to get in trouble. It's just that like I like everybody I like, but I feel like a lot of people are just like so anti one side or the other now. But I digress. Continuing on to talk about Nickel City. So Nickel City, what else I had here for? I got my metal prints. So I have a corner booth, which is cool. So I'll be bringing an extra table to display on my corner booth. And like I said, I'm down the hallway, down the aisleway from James O'Barr, and I don't know. That's always been tough for me because um, it's like I got professional talent down the hall for me. Like they're literally like people that kind of like, oh, why would I buy from this guy when I can buy from this guy? So we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of thinking I might end up getting more commissions because I'm more affordable. I've been trying to raise my prices for a year, but as soon as I do, like nobody wants to buy cookies. So I'm thinking about doing. So Ken Lashley does. Well, maybe he doesn't do it anymore, but he used to do this thing where it was basically like name your budget, and I will do a piece based on that budget. I mean, there was like a minimum, right, for certain things he would do, but like you're like, oh, $50 is my budget, and you'd be like, all right, well, give me a sketch card. I mean, or let me. I don't have a sketch card with me, whatever. So I always thought that was kind of smart. It was a pretty smart idea. So one of these days, I might try that out. You know, might try it out. Let's see. I'll use some paint markers. Just to give it a little flair. We'll start on some sketch cards. Oh my goodness. Yes, they got like Colossus is coming this weekend. Um, they've got what else they got a bunch of casts of Alien coming. They've got oh, got obviously James LeBarge coming as a guest artist. For those of you who are a fan of The Crow, uh, I'm not doing anything fancy with this. I always say that, and then I always, I'm like, I'm one of those people that goes overboard. It's supposed to be quick and dirty, and I mean, even box art. If you get box art from me, and yeah, even if you get box art from me, it's gonna be like top tier box art stuff. If you are hanging out and you're new, please give the stream a like and make sure you hit that subscribe bell so that you get notified, and then hit that bell so you get notified when I go live. Because it will be every Tuesday morning. Doing you just hang out. Um, so yeah, sure. Down here. I think I got black shoulder pads. This is something fun I've been starting to do. Just the marker, the paint marker stuff. I'm having a stupid blast with it. Like I want to do I want to do a sick Ghost Rider piece soon. Like kind of like for those who are familiar, like Clayton Crane does. Like he does these like sick highlights and like really makes it pop, dude. So I'm really want to do something like that. And I apologize. The this camera is Yeah, paint markers. Yeah, these have been really fun. I've had a lot of fun with these. Let's see what we can do as far as some fun shading. These have been fun. I want to master these. I would like to do more painting stuff. The only thing stopping me is time, if I'm being honest. Here, small bounce light here. Cool. Yeah, looks nice. That's good. Just for a warm up. Bada bing, bada boom. That's fun. A little bit of a paint marker fun. All right, let's get warm up. Let's really quickly go over some of this. This is when I get in trouble. I go beyond over. I go way too far with some of my work here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like it? Hate it? Contemplate it? Look good? Cool. I mean, I think the line work looks a lot sharper over top of it. I don't know what it is, but it just looks good. It looks good. It looks good. Popping in and then popping out. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so after Nickel City, I got a few other shows coming up, and I'll be talking about it tomorrow night. Steve Messenger podcast. Um, oh, my mic is really quiet. I apologize, guys. Jeez, I wish Sony would say something. Um, that's probably a lot better. It's a lot better now. Yeah, shoot. That really threw me off. Now that I know that I was super quiet that entire time. I don't know. I must have accidentally bumped that or something. I don't usually mess with the volume on the on the audio thing. Anyways, shoot, what was I saying? I really threw myself off track now with that. Yeah, so Nickel City is coming up. That's this upcoming weekend, and I'm just about finished prepping for that. I don't know what else I kind of want to draw some stuff for the show. But I'm so far, I'm like so far behind with commissions and everything else I'm working on that it's tough. It's tough to do all that. So I'm just gonna concentrate on what I got and make sure everything I do have is good. Right? That's all you can do. So yes, but I'm gonna be talking about shows coming up and like things I'm doing to prep on Steve's show on Wednesday, and very excited. I always have we always have a really good time on Steve's show. Let's check out the link in the description and give him a follow if you can. Show's a lot of fun. We always have a blast. We talk about some silly things sometimes, and we discuss the current climate of artists and everything else. Going on in the world, minus political mumbo jumbo. We stay away from the political mumbo jumbo for the most part. Hey, this looks pretty good. I'm really liking the way it's turned out, even though it's just a little doodle. It looks great. So, anyways, Marvel, yeah, if you want to hire me to do a Deadpool piece, let me know. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze here, guys. Sorry about that. My goodness. Woo! Coffee's almost done. And now it is. Alright. So without further ado, that was fun. I'm gonna get into doing some sketch cards now. We'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So these are inked. These are all done. This is some of the cards I've done from my Kickstarter set. I plan on doing a bunch of these. Some of the obviously these ones I'm doing now are for commissions. But I'm gonna be doing some sketch cards and throwing them in the packs. So if you get lucky, basically you get a free sketch card with you get a sketch card with your pack, right? So check out my um, check out my Kickstarter if you have it. It's I'm just getting ready to launch it basically. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've been using this to do some really fine details on these bad boys. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Excited. Excited to get this bad boy rolling. I'm gonna be starting to do a lot more fulfillment of the actual cards really soon. I'm just about to order the cards later this week. And then we're gonna start processing them into packs, which will be fun. It'll be fun, or it'll be a lot of work. But we'll see. All right, cool. Let's start working on inking. What's his face here? Red Hood. And if you're new to the channel or new to the show, just feel free to say what's up. Or if you're not, if you're just hanging out, please, say hello. I want to talk to y'all. Ooh, Jesus. Pardon my French. There. The sketch cards are a little tough to do on stream because of how small they are. So I'll do my best to make sure you guys are seeing everything I'm working on. Also, let's do this. Do recording. And there we go. So this is Red Hood. I will admit, I had a hard time with this one. Even though he's like such a simple character. This guy specified he wanted the version of Red Hood from Injustice, I think it was. So I did my best to match that costume and the way that the face mask was designed and stuff. So I'm going over it with a fine line, a very fine liner first, because there's a lot of small details, and then I kind of go over it with a thicker liner later. Oh, this bad boy's starting to dry out though, which is not good. my goodness. Let's see. So, if any of you are going to Nickel City or interested in Nickel City, let me know. I'm excited. I'm excited to go. I'm excited to be there. I'm hoping that this will be my first time actually meeting James O'Barr. It's gonna be inevitable because he's like right down the right on the other side of the artist alley. Um, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, so let's see. Red Hood's a cool character. He's like one of those like almost too cool to draw characters for me. It took me many years to draw Spider-Man because I liked him so much. It's almost like a weird mental block that happens when it's a character that you really like. There's like, it's like, oh, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to do this character justice. I mean, eventually you get over that, the better you get. But at the same time, you're like, man, hope I can do it right. I start gripping the thing too tight, and then it starts hurting my hand. Always run into that problem. Okay, so we got this. part reason that this marker doesn't glide very well is because it doesn't glide over pencil because it's so fine. So delete some of these. I shouldn't say delete, but erase some stuff. I was completely ignoring this. Oops. Alright. Now we can start doing some more detailed stuff. Ooh, big old spider. Big old spider just crawled up on my wall. Yeah, big little fella. I don't know about you guys, but the bugs are so rampant in this area. So the spiders are having a blast. It's crazy. Like, the mosquitoes have gone nuts, man. I'm gonna do a little bit of outlining here in a second, I think. How do you guys feel about Comic Cons? Like, guys, anybody here like going to Comic Cons? Anybody here a cosplayer? Anybody like cosplaying? Shiny. Alright, let's see if we can erase some more of this detail so the inks only shine through. Where is my eraser? Way too much pencil on here still. The benefit to need an eraser is you can just lightly erase details. The downside to needed erasers is it doesn't really do an amazing job of erasing everything, but it's something better than nothing. Now coloring this thing is gonna suck. I will admit that. Alright, so let me get a thicker marker. Do some more bigger details now. the outline and stuff. Let's see, there we go. Sketch cards are fun to do, but man, when you're trying to pack a lot of detail into them, it's tough. It's tough sometimes. Spend I could spend just as much time on this as I can spend on a bigger piece sometimes, just because of the amount of detail and like the fineness of it, you know. Okay. Ooh, these inks are done. Let's see if I can get the light off a little better. You guys can see a little bit better. There you go. Red Hood, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. All right. Let's see. We've been going for about an hour now. All right. Well, with that, guys, I am going to call it a stream. I will be streaming every Tuesday morning, 7:30 to 8:39, depending on the time. And that's in Eastern Central Time or Eastern, just Eastern Time. Um, so feel free to give me a subscribe, hit that like on the stream, and thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll be back again next Tuesday, and we'll be talking about maybe a little bit of Nickel City Con recap, a little bit of future project stuff, maybe even drawing some panel work. So we'll take a look. And until next week, guys,